Welcome back to Tarot by the Bay. I'm David. It is Thursday, May 30th, 3:40 in the afternoon, West Coast time. Well, reports are out that the New York grand jury investigating the campaign finance fraud and hush payments to Stormy Daniels has voted to indict former President Trump. That indictment is reportedly under seal and will be revealed next week. But want to take a little bit of time to sort of soak it in, take a deep breath and let it out, and be thankful for the efforts put in by the Attorney General in New York, the District Attorney in New York, and all the members of that investigated this issue against Donald Trump. I'm sure there were lots of hours spent, a lot of hand wrangling, given the person's former position in this country, and they presented enough information that convinced a jury that a potential crime has been committed or was committed. And they're moving on to the next phase, which will be to arrest Donald Trump, process him, and then set up an arraignment hearing. And listening to Brian Tyler Cohen, you can expect things not to move quickly. So there won't be a trial for like at least 6 months, if longer than that. So all I'm going to say is savor this moment, that it feels like justice woke up and justice is finally being served. There's no guarantees that this case is successfully prosecuted, although generally speaking they are. But this is a unique case against a unique person, and and there's going to be complications with it. So I'm not going to read on if this case will successfully prosecute him, but I will read on how he's feeling right now and what the events might look like going into his arrest. And right now is, again, on my last read, talked about potential violence. Just be careful out there, especially if you're in a blue dot in a redder sea. There are crazies out there, and there's crazies with guns, and if they feel like their world is being taken from them, they see no problem with taking you out of their world. So, enjoy it responsibly, but savor this moment, because it seems like every time somebody who's not a MAGA person has some good news politically, the other side just wants to ruin it for you. So enjoy it while you've got it. So, first question. 3 minutes into the video. First question. How is Donald Trump feeling right now that this news has been released? He's known about it, obviously, or had a good idea about it. I'm sure as soon as it came out, he was informed. So how is he doing? How is he feeling? Is he freaking out? Is he calm? He's already taken a rampage on Truth Social, apparently. So, nothing unexpected. But how is he doing? Okay. Do I have everything upside down here? I do. Okay, so we got the Chariot card. Okay, so things are progressing. He might go out of control for a while. No, Donald Trump is not a high energy person. So if we'll throw the rest of the cards, but if this is just purely about him, his life is about to spin out of control. This process is happening, and he can't stop it. Okay. So this is more, the process is happening, and he can't stop it. It's the celebration. People are celebrating, dancing in the streets. I know I'm going out tonight. I'm going to Maryland Brewery with my wife, and we're going to meet friends out there. When Paul Manafort got indicted a few years ago, 4 of us met over there, and some great Facebook pictures, and it was lovely, and we get to do it again. Now, again, with the Manafort case, got prosecuted, then pardoned. What can you do? But it was that same feeling. It's like, thankfully, finally, some high-profile, elite, wealthy person was being held accountable. And that in itself is worth a celebration. Okay. Nostalgia. and agreements. Wow, some interesting cards. And a huge burden. Okay, so how is Trump feeling? What it's really describing is the situation, the overall situation. This is going forward. Nothing he can do to stop it. This is out of his control. And he's probably really lamenting how things used to be. Either for himself, if you were to go back 7 years, how his life was, and maybe even back in the good old days of the 50s, with the 1950s or the 1850s, where wealthy, or 1750s if you like, wealthy white men calling all the shots and stuff like that. But right now, people are celebrating this demise. He's not celebrating it. And, there's agreements being made. This could very well be agreements that are being made with the district attorney on surrendering himself. Since his attorneys did say he would surrender himself if the vote for indictment was returned, and it was returned. But don't think for a second that this isn't a huge burden for him. This is unlike anything he's had to deal with before, because he has never, ever been held accountable. And you don't have to take my word for it. I'm some random dude on the internet throwing tarot cards. Read Mary Trump's book. Too much and never enough. Too much and not enough. He's never been held accountable. She says it all the time. And she should know better. She's his niece. She's been to the family parties and such. Okay, so right now, with his situation, I asked how he's feeling, and got kind of a general read on the situation. So maybe they're not going to let me in on his feelings. And that's fine. I think we can look at his Truth Social posts and get a pretty good idea where his mental headspace is right now. Okay, so I want to look at the upcoming week. What do we need to be aware of with what's coming up in the events, assuming that he is this indictment is unsealed and he's officially arrested next week. Let's find out about that. We'll throw a 6-carder and a cross card on that. Okay. Tell us about the events, Spirit. Tell us about the events of next week. What can we expect? For entertainment purposes only. What can we expect with the events of next week? Let's do that. Okay, so what we can expect. Crazy town. So it's illusions, delusions, only looking at the bright side, not all sides of things. But given his sway on his followers, I'm a little concerned, and what I'm worried about now is the wands, some type of wand card coming up, like that wand card. Okay, it could be worse. So this is what's happening next week. Plans. There's plans being made, and plans being made involving people who are delusional. So, expect that if there are protests or people out celebrating, that some people might be trying to cause problems. Let's put it that way. Crazy people trying to cause problems. In the past, the sun's been revealed. Okay, so the sun card, the truth is out. So here it's now, it's the curtain's pulled back. The news is out. He's going to be indicted. That you had the grand jury and they saw all the evidence and they felt that there was enough evidence to determine that a crime had been committed to the point where they can arrest somebody and have them arraigned. And mind you, it's not just somebody; it's the former president of the United States. This is unprecedented, and it's a big deal. Okay, so the truth has come out, and the truth is, not only the truth being revealed, but it's going to be revealed to everyone. So the Hermit card's coming out in the current situation for next week. It's going to illuminate the situation. You're going to get, the charges. The charges are going to be right out there. We're going to know exactly what he's being indicted for, and we'll probably have some more details as to that indictment. I would also assume that, I don't know the legal process that well, but I'm assuming as soon as he is made aware of the charges, that the prosecutors are going to have to share all that information that they have with the defense team. So it's also an illumination for Donald Trump and his defense team to now finally see exactly what it is that the Manhattan DA has against Donald Trump. The overarching situation is death. Hopefully that's not physical death, but let's not rule that out yet. But it is the end of a cycle. This is the end of him getting away with everything. He is now going to be held to account. The king is dead. The king has, he's been trampled, and there's a dawning of a new day that's coming up there. But I'll be curious. We'll see what the next cards are with regards to that. The lesson to be learned is the Empress. Stormy Daniels, maybe? Yeah, probably, he paid her off. He messed with the wrong woman. And it came back to bite him. Long and short of it. And all the name calling he wants to do to her doesn't change the fact that he's a grown-ass man and she's a grown-ass woman, and they did stuff. And that's, that's fine. You want to do that? You want to cheat on your wife who's home with your brand new baby? That's on you. I don't want to deal with. I don't want to go back to my wife and have her find out. But you're also the one that tried to cover it up because you felt it would negatively impact your campaign. A campaign, I might add, that for an election you didn't want to win. You just wanted to do really well and then leverage that for NBC so you get a bigger contract. Yet you did this stupid stuff. It's because the guy he never held accountable. He's got a different set of rules. Why would the rules suddenly apply to him now? They've never applied to him previously. Okay, but no, you F around and you find out, and he's finding out. Outcome, Wheel of Fortune. It's fated. This is what's supposed to happen. Now you got four major arcana in what's going on. This, I would say, is exactly as Spirit planned. You know what? You made your free will choices, and we've made the adjustments. And here we go. And then, I told you I was worried about there being a wand card. This was the wand card I was afraid of. Maybe 5 wands would have been pretty not so great too, but this is the one I was a little concerned about, the Ace of Wands, because this is now taking action into your own hands. When you've got the delusion card as the base, again, I think there are going to be some people in his base that are going to freak the F out. Please be careful. Go out with a group. Be aware of your surroundings. Be aware of the people in your surroundings and what they're doing or not doing. As much as they say the blue hairs are the libtards and the snowflakes, they're the ones who have the strong emotions, and they can't handle this. Their world is collapsing down around them. And if you rub it in their face, they're going to lash out at you and try and blame you for their feelings. Remember when Trump got elected and there was this great little mantra of nobody cares about your feelings. Trump won, nobody cares. She lost, nobody cares about your feelings. Well, in this case, he lost, and all of a sudden their feelings mean a lot. I just want to throw clarifiers on this death card. Let's have 3 of them, please. Queen of Pentacles, Nightmare, Fool, New Journey. Okay, so what does that mean with the death card? It's not necessarily, I don't think this is necessarily physical death. Okay, I think that the death card, it could mean the end of a cycle. The king is dead. Yeah, this is the stuff of nightmares for him. He cannot believe this is happening. Holy crap, this is happening. I want my mommy. Does he want his mommy? If he could be I bet you if he chose and he could be a little too, his basically, he doesn't have much more the maturity than a 2-year-old. He wants his mom. He wants mommy to come back and fix this. He doesn't know. He needs like that motherly energy. Somebody is going to tell him they're there. It's all right. I've got this taken care of. But there isn't that. He doesn't have that. And this is going to be a whole new journey for him. He is out of his depth. That illusion delusion card could also be his mental state. This could really tax his faculties, as it were. So, let's don't necessarily don't celebrate the downfall of this person. Celebrate the fact that it looks like somebody who has flaunted the law his entire life, and wealthy white men just may be held accountable for their actions. And that's what we need. And we need more of it. Everybody should be equal under the law, regardless of their social status, their wealth, their skin tone, their gender, anything. It should be all equal. We're not there yet, and we won't get there for a long time, but hopefully this is a step in that direction. Again, for entertainment purposes only, enjoy this time. Enjoy the fact that justice appears to have woken up and is starting to move in the right direction. Have a great day. Bye-bye.